Hey everybody, we've got another trash find. Same house where I've been getting all the bicycles from. It was sitting out there for the trash, and the case says Allied. Anybody know what it is? Anybody know what it is? Here we go. It's one of those little tiny 2-ton jacks. And it's got everything. The handle there, this handle, oil-soaked instructions. Ooh. Well, we already opened it up and looked at it, and the jack is low on oil. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to check the oil on these and how to fill the oil. And you want to use jack oil, nothing else. So this little cover pops off here, and this little rubber plug right here, you take this rubber plug out. It's really tough to get out with your fingers. Sometimes you need a screwdriver. I can't seem to get it out with just my fingers. It's really tight, and at least the rubber is still pliable. And you can see the bottom here of the jack. It's just a little, well, actually it doesn't look too moist, but it is low. We already checked it. It is low. I had to get some jack oil. I got some jack oil from work. So we're going to go ahead and fill the jack up with oil and make sure it works. So we'll be back. Okay, I got the plug out. I just used a pair of needle nose, and you can see in the hole that it is low on jack oil. So we just happen to have these little tiny funnels that we got at Harbor Freight. So now we're going to use our Napa hydraulic jack oil, and we're going to pour it in real slow. Because the problem is you got to let the air flow out as you're pouring it in. So you've got to just trickle it in just like that, really slow. And like I said, we went ahead and tried to use it before, and it would only jack up about halfway, and it wouldn't jack up anymore. So now that I seem to have it overfilled, we'll have to see if it works. Okay, I'm going to jack it up a little bit, and now we'll let it back down and see if it's still over full. Oh, nope, see, it's still, it took all that oil, so we'll continue putting a little bit more in. And actually, by doing that, even with this loose, it helps get the air out. So you just want to slowly pour the oil in. Yeah, I bet you that's why this guy threw it away, is because it was just low on oil. This looks like a pretty old jack. So I do believe this whole cylinder, you're supposed to be able to see oil when you take the plug out of this. Let's pull it out. Okay, there we go. Now see, you can see that it is completely full now, and it won't take any more. So now you just take the rubber plug and you put it back in. I'm going to take and use the needle nose. To push it back in. So there we go. It's in. we should try to jack something up to make sure it is still working. Let's figure out what we're going to jack up, and we'll be back. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and jack up the lawn tractor I've been working on. The first thing you do, this thing has a little bar inside here that you use to tighten up the valve. So you use that, you tighten up the valve, and then the handle goes in so you can start jacking it up. So if you all have never used a jack before, basically what happens is as you're going up with the jack has to be able to roll. So that's why we have it on the piece of wood, because if the jack is jacked up on the ground and digs into the ground and doesn't roll, it'll just pull right off. So here we go. You can see the wheels rolling forward as he jacks up. That's why we have this piece of wood here. All right, keep jacking. Okay, that's about where it was before, right? When it was low. Okay, so stop for a second. So right here, this is where the jack only jacked the lawn tractor up last time we used it. This is as high as it will go. All right, keep going. So it was definitely low on oil because, see, we're going all the way to the uppermost position. Yeah, it was definitely low on oil. That's probably why they threw it away. We're getting pretty close to the edge of the board, but that's going to be pretty close to being all the way. That's as high as that jack goes. So probably the only reason why they threw this jack away is it was low on oil. We filled the oil up, and we have a very good jack that we'll probably throw in the camper to have to use. Now to let it down, you pull the handle out, you put it in there, and you go really slow. And see how the jack is rolling back really slow. All right, so there you go, everybody. You got to make sure that you pull this plug out on these little jacks and be sure they're completely full of oil to make sure that they work properly. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe. You can do that down in this corner here. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please ring that bell so you get all my new videos when they come out. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.